Okay, so I got some questions on my baler on how many bales are being run through the thing. I'm behind this year. I think I stated that in a previous video that I should probably be somewhere around 6,000 bales through this thing by now. I should be somewhere around 6,000 bales through this thing by now. That's just a long, cold hard fact of it. But here we go. What you're seeing right here is my bale count right now. That's 3,976 bales. That's this year. It's 3,976. I'll click over to 4,000 bales yet today. I'm just having I'm going to show you what I'm baling and the conditions that I'm baling in, and I'm sure there's a lot of guys out there that are going to say, what the fuck are you doing like that for? Well, the hay is dry. It's dry enough. Let's put it this way. It's in the low 20s, upper teens, lower 20s. That's about where it's at according to my Krone baler here. I don't have a moisture tester, but I know what the pressure. I know about what it is with the pressure that it is displaying. I got a moisture tester. A handheld one, but alright, so here's the windrows. Now these were raked up yesterday. They're calling for rain again on Wednesday. Today is Monday. I have till tomorrow to get this done. But you can see right there that I'm making ruts, indentations in the field, and I'm actually cutting in probably constantly in this field 2 inches. So with the baler, the tractor is dropping down to the full lug. The place I was at the place I was at earlier today, I cut ruts. I actually got stuck. I got this tractor and baler stuck in the field. Uh-oh, somebody's calling me. Alright, that's my nephew. I will get right back so I can get back to this. These windrows are incredibly large, but because they're damp, I really can't force feed the baler. Now, they're not even damp. This thing just eats, but it's the moisture. See that? I cut ruts in there. Now, I'm going to have to deal with those. I'm going to have to deal with those ruts next year, or even again this year. I'll probably get 2 cuttings off of this farm early enough, getting it off the first time that I can actually get 2. I'm going to start with second cut here in let's see, probably Saturday. I'll start with second. I've got Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. There's all 50% chances of rain, so I don't really want to get into it too bad into it too deep with second cut with that kind of a rainstorm. Chances of rain. I got another load of fertilizer coming into the farm because I'm going to fertilize the second cut that I take off, and I'm going to fertilize it again because we got plenty of moisture, obviously. This farm here, I probably will hit it again with fertilizer too, and get a second cut off of this one in October. Pushing, look at that. That just disgusts me. But this was old cow pasture, so yeah, it is what it is. You can see the marks that I'm leaving in the field. It's really not much fun. Now, this is the reason I wanted larger tires on this Krone baler for stuff like this. The tractor doesn't cut in. The tractor's rolling this thing right along. It's the baler that cuts in. The baler drops in, then one wheel stops turning, and then you've got a mess. And nobody likes a mess. I hate it. Property owners that allow me to farm this ground, they don't want to see ruts and stuff across their farms. Even though they're not dealing with it, like I am. I'm the guy that's got to deal with this thing, but they don't want to see me out here making mud balls. I actually got thrown off of a farm a few years back. There was a woman, her name was Marilyn, and nice woman and everything, but I think she did a little too much acid back in the 60s, and know, it was a matter of, it was a wet year, and what do you do in a wet year? You know, you got to do what you can to get the crop off. Well, I made some ruts, and she didn't like that I was making ruts in her field, and she told me that if I couldn't do any better than that, then I needed to leave. And I didn't get huffy or anything. I said, well, you know, sometimes life deals you lemons, and, you know, you got to make lemonade when you can. So I'm making lemonade, and it's like right here, you know. So when Timothy comes to pick this up with the stack wagon, I've got him trained to take the stack wagon, because it's got big, fat, wide tires on it, and go down the edges of my ruts that I make with the baler, and actually it'll fold them back in. It doesn't make them perfect, but it makes them work. So, you know, then you can actually do your job in a decent manner. I will have to tell you that this farm that I'm baling on is producing wonderfully. The first year that I made hay on this, it followed another neighbor of mine. He planted soybeans here, and the deer just decimated the place. But he had killed off most all the hay, and you know, he killed it off with Roundup. That was just the end of it. And, you know, so I came back in here after soybeans, and there wasn't much grass growing. And of course, the fertilizer program was, you know, cow shit from the pastures. The cows are actually across the way. I don't know whether Denise is the owner's name. Denise. I don't know if they're ever going to put cows back in here, but as far as I know, they're not. But I actually pay for this hay on a per bale basis. So if I make 100 bales, I give them a flat rate for the hay. You know, and I do fertilize. So this year it looks like it's going to cost me a little bit more money than it did the last couple of years, because there's a lot of bales here. I mean, look at them all. You know, they're out there. It's beautiful. It's beautiful material. It's only been rained on 4 times. That's what I say. You know, I mean, I'm so glad that I'm actually just in the mulch business, because if I was trying to make horse quality hay or beef quality hay, I mean, I would be bankrupt. I would be bankrupt. I mean, there's nothing but old hay out here this year. Even the guys that are trying to make good hay for the horse market or the beef market, they're just stroking themselves, you know. I mean, they're going crazy. I've got one guy, he's gearing up to give me his ground, you know, to clear it off. Another one I bought standing hay. So, you know, it's just, life is tough in New Jersey this year for a lot of guys. And, you know, anybody out there that's local to me within 50 miles, if you've got hay you want to have cleared off so that you can get a second cut off of it and actually salvage some of the year, I will buy standing hay from you. I pay cash. So, anyway, thanks for watching. You know, farming's never easy no matter what you do. You know, whether you're growing corn, soybeans, tobacco, barley, wheat, rye, it doesn't matter. There's always something that happens that causes an ass ache. For me this year, it's rain. You know, I mean, excessive rain. But the blessing side to that is that I'm going to have a second and third cut like I've never had before. And I have a mushroom barn that will take second and third cut hay. I do not have to deal with animal people. Not that I dislike dealing with people with animals. I just dislike when I don't get paid and stuff. But, you know, I will make really nice second cut hay. And it's looking like, you know, I'll probably make 2,000-3,000 tons of it, maybe more, of second cut and third cut. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe for more. And you can watch me go through this freaking mess. Hey, look at this. So I got standing water. Oh, down we go. And what you do is you pick up the header. Well, I guess I was going to pick up the header. Did you see that? That's how you get mud in the knotters. That's how you do it. Anyways, what a nightmare. Have a good evening, good day, good night, good morning. Well, let's see. Good morning, good afternoon, and in case I don't see you, good evening.